Hi everyone, it's Carol here from thestampingground.co.uk and thank you for joining me. Today I'm video hopping with the team Stamp Around UK, and this month's theme is all about embossing. I've used the Wintry 3D embossing folders. It's on the background of this card, which at the moment it's quite hard to see, but you will do later. There is a snowflake folder and a fern type one, which is the one I've used today, along with the Poinsettia Petals stamp set and the matching dies. Once you finish watching my video, if you go into the description bar below, you will see a list of all the team members that are taking part, and you can go and have a look at all the amazing creations that have been made. We'd also love you to leave a comment and a thumbs up on our channel, which really helps. So let's get ready and get our card started. Just to say as well, all the measurements for the card and everything will be over on my blog. I've started with the card 5 3/4 by 8 and scored at 4. So these are the two embossing folders. I shall just get the firm one. This is the one that we're going to use, and it's the Wintry 3D folder. So what we need to do is take a piece of cardstock that's the same size as the folder. Just pop it in and run it through the machine, through your die cutting machine. And here it is. It's beautiful, and you can use either side. I've actually used the opposite side, but it gives a really good impression. Now these are the layering circle dies, which I do use a lot. You get the plain circles and the wiggly edge, as I call it. And we're going to use the largest one and cut a circle out. And then I'm going to use the Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set, and this Merry Christmas to You. There's some lovely sentiments on here. So we're using Evening Evergreen. So just stamp, make sure you ink your stamp well. And just centre it and just give a firm press. Don't rock or wobble it in any way. If you do, you can always turn it over, and I think when we turn this over, I think you'll see I've actually used the opposite side as well, and I think I made a mistake. Just going to wipe this clean. So just pop this to one side, and this is our Poinsettia Petals stamp set. I've used this a lot, and lovely poinsettias, holly leaves, berries, and a few inscriptions. So it's a great set to have. So we need to take some real red cardstock, just some scrap pieces, and we're going to use the real red ink along with the poinsettia stamps. So as always, just make sure you ink your stamps up well and just firmly press, and you'll get a nice impression. So I just need one of the large ones. I'm going to put that away then. So always make sure you wipe your stamps as soon as you've finished. And then we need 2 of the next size. There we are. So we'll just pop these to one side, and we're going to stamp our holly leaves. I've stamped these in Evening Evergreen on white cardstock, so it kind of really brightens the card up. But if you want to experiment then you choose your colour. I really like the Evening Evergreen ink. It's a really dark Christmassy colour really, which is perfect. So look how it stands out on this white cardstock. Really nice. Now in the Poinsettia Petals there is, you could actually colour these in if you wanted, but there is a stamp that just gives a little bit of colour to the centre, which I think's nice, because you still get the white in. So we'll just pop that to one side as well. So next is the berries, and for that I'm going to use the crumb cake ink along with the real red to colour the inside of the berries. So here's our crumb cake. And just ink up, and we need 3 sets of these. Again, crumb cake is one of my favourite colours in both the ink and the cardstock. So I'm going to get the real red now and the stamp. And you just need, it's very easy to do, you just need to make sure that you line the berries up. And you get the little highlight on the berries, and they look lovely. So all we need now is to die cut all these out. So just pop all your dies on, just tape them down, and you can see the Poinsettia dies here. You get a lot of dies in the packet, and they're really good value. This one, I use this die in lots of other foliage arrangements, but we need this in the soft succulent, and we need to cut 3 of these out. So I'll just pop that there. And we also need 2 of this little one here for the centre of the poinsettia. So I'm just going to go and cut all these out now. I shall be back shortly. So here we are, all finished and cut out, all ready to assemble. So we'll just bring our embossed piece and our card back, and the both sides are lovely on this embossing, and I'm a bit torn as to which side to use really, but we just want to centre it. And I'm going to use when I say wrong side, there's no wrong side, you can use either, but I'm going to use the opposite the opposite side of what we would normally use. However, whatever side you choose, it will look beautiful anyway. I'm just going to use the Stamp and Seal and just put it around all 4 sides, a little bit in the middle. And just make sure you only get one go at this. Once it's stuck on this card, it's not coming off. So sometimes it's good to use liquid glue, and I think I need to put a new blade in my trimmer. We now need to arrange our poinsettia, so let's get all our pieces and see what we have. And I'm going to put all this together with mini glue dots. I find it a lot easier than glue, and it doesn't really well, the mini glue dots are quite strong anyway, so it doesn't need a lot to keep it together. So I'm just going to add a couple of glue dots. Oops. And then just alternate your petals when you're adding the next petal each time. Oops. I always end up like this with glue dots. And if the petals move, you could because it's on glue dots, you can always adjust them. I should actually pick the petal up and put it onto the glue dot rather than doing this. It would certainly be easier. So don't do as I do. There we are, and then the last petal. And then I just give a good press down in the centre. And then you can just give the petals some movement. You don't want a lot really, because obviously you've got to get it into the envelope. So it's just a tiny little bit. It's better than leaving it completely flat. So I'm just going to sit that there just to see what it looks like and where I eventually want the sentiment. So what I really need to do now is attach this sentiment to the card. Then we can start arranging our poinsettia. I told you I'd use the back of this circle die before. So once you've got that stuck down, you can now play at arranging the flower and putting all your foliage in. And this is just a matter of taste. It's just pop your leaves in and berries, etc. And you can always, before you stick them down, you can always rearrange them if you're not happy with them. So that's about where I want them. So I'm just going to take the poinsettia off, and I'm just going to pick, just take those out and add a mini glue dot under each of the holly leaves, and that's all it needs to keep it attached. I love these mini glue dots. They're tiny, so you can stick most things down with these. So now I'm going to bring back the berries and just place them roughly where I had them. Oops. And then I'm just going to, again, they don't want to I'm just going to add the poinsettia to make sure, again, that I'm happy with where they're placed, and I am. So take those off and add a glue dot under each one. So it doesn't matter where you pop it, just pop it under any berry really. So I've now got all those stuck down, and I just need to add the last ones in, which again, I did say I use this one an awful lot in foliage arrangements. It looks lovely in any colour. So I'm just going to whiz through, because you don't want to watch me sticking these down. I'm just going to, now that I've placed them, take the poinsettia off and stick those down. So that's that all done. Just add a couple of glue dots to the back of your poinsettia, and then add it to the top of the foliage. And again, give a nice press, and then just rearrange your petals. Now we're going to add some gems to the centre. So I'm going to use the rhinestones, and I want them coloured green. So if you take your Stampin' Blends pens, then you can actually colour them, and the colour will stay, and they dry in seconds. I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen and just colour the amount you want, and then just take them off and run around after them. I don't know why I run around after these gems, because on the opposite side of the pig there's an end with it's like a little putty thing, which you can, I'm just going to cut a tiny bit off, and then you can pick them up very easily and then add them to the centre. So if you just work your way around, and I think I've ended up putting, I think I'll need 5. Yes, I'm just going to colour another one. There we are. So whatever colour gems you want, if you've got a Stampin' Blends pen, then you can colour your gems and match whatever you're making. So there we are, that's our card finished, and I hope you've enjoyed the video and got some inspiration from it. So don't forget to go to the description bar below and have a look at what the other team have been making. So once again, thank you for joining me, and I will be back very soon with another project for you. Bye.